Good morning, it's Angelique coming to you from outside of Tim Hortons. No, I'm not going in to buy anything. I just finished my walk, and you know how I tell you all to be prepared? Well, I wasn't prepared today. Actually, I had to cut my walk short because I got poured on. I didn't bring my umbrella, so no, I wasn't prepared in advance. Oh my goodness. So, I don't even know what I'm going to talk to you about today because I was just listening. Since I started out this whole entrepreneurial journey of health coaching, I've followed a lot of mentors and coaches, and even today I'm doing a lot of like these business building course to try to build up my coaching business and get my message out there. So I have one that's telling me, oh, you need to do Facebook Lives every day. Another one is like, oh, you need to be doing blog posts every day, and you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And when you do publish to people, you shouldn't be telling them what to do. You should be sharing your story so they can figure things out for themselves. And then I have another one, so you have to give people solutions to their problems. And another one's like, don't talk about the problem so much. I'm like, I don't even know what to do anymore. So because I figure when I share my stories, I'm thinking, well, it's not all about me. I don't want them thinking it's all about me, because it's not. Because when I share my stories with you, my hope is that you take those lessons and kind of figure things out for yourself. But I guess sometimes you need that. Maybe you need a couple tips here and there. So I don't know. So the heck with them. What tip can I give you today? So I'm just going to give you a tip today. I already told you the story of getting caught in the rain, which kind of sucked. You spend all this time doing your hair in the morning and then you get freaking rained on. Anyway, so what I'm going to give you one tip today. What could that be? All right. I talked the other day about bulletproof coffee, right? And how a lot of people, they'll take the coffee and they'll put some MCT oil in there and a bit of butter, maybe some cinnamon, and that'll be their breakfast, so that they're not eating from like dinner time the night before all the way to like 2 p.m. in the afternoon or something. Okay, I talked to you about that, and I see a lot of people have big interest in that, especially if that's a big part of the keto thing. I do that sometimes, but I got to be honest with you, I did that the whole like coffee only in the morning and skipping breakfast for a while, and I really didn't get that great results. Even there's a doctor that I follow, Dr. Sarah Gottfried, and she's a big hormone specialist. I know she tried doing that. Her and her husband did it. I think he lost like 25 pounds doing that, and she gained like 15. And so that's something, if you're going to do the whole bulletproof coffee thing in the morning and you're female, or even if you're male, like try it for a while and just like monitor yourself. Like check the scale, check whatever markers that you're checking, you're tracking, and just to make sure that's the thing for you. Because I've heard other doctors say that because women and men lose weight differently, because men have a lot more muscle mass and we have different hormones as them. Like we have the same hormones but in different quantities and stuff, so it's normal that we're different. But what I've heard is that for women, oftentimes women should be eating like kings for breakfast and eating like paupers in the evening. So what I've understood is that oftentimes for females, because of the hormones and the fats and everything, it might even be better to have a big breakfast and maybe have a smaller lunch, and to either have a really light dinner or to have, or if you're going to do intermittent fasting, that it's the dinner time meal that should be, crossed off. I don't know if that would work for you. I know for me, the only way I would be able to do that is when my husband is on night shift, because for him, dinner time is a super important meal of the day. Maybe not so much now because the kids aren't home, but I know it's super important for him, like to have a meal at supper time and to sit together and to talk about our day. So that's part of it's super important for him. For me, not so much, but for him, I'll do it for him. Like I'll have, even if I'm not hungry sometimes, I'll say, well, I'll have a little bit of dinner, but it's a trade-off, I guess. So just something to consider. That's my tip for the day. So if you're, like I said, if you're going to try intermittent fasting, you might want to play with that. Especially if you're a female, you might want to just try if that's what you want to do, skip the breakfast, and but just be wary about that, because one of my clients, whenever she skips breakfast, she gets super, super hungry at lunch, and she tends to overindulge and eat a lot of the things that she she tells me she won't. And you know, she sends me her food log, so I see that, and that's usually I find that when she does skip breakfast, those are the times that she struggles the most. So just something to consider. So enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, before I go, I'm supposed to give you a call to action on these things. So I'm going to ask you to comment below and tell me if you've ever tried intermittent fasting and how that's working out for you. All right? Have a great one. Bye.